Hello everyone. Today we will study about the power cycle and heat engines. Demand of a power is ever increasing. To meet this demand, large number of power producing devices are being developed. They are categorized in two: indirect energy converters and direct energy converters. Indirect energy converters are the conventional power plants and heat engines which converts chemical energy into the fuel and fuel energy converts into the heat energy. Then this heat energy will be utilized to do a mechanical work, and finally the mechanical work is utilized to generate a electrical energy. Examples are conventional power plants and heat engines. Second is direct energy converters, in which energy is directly in the form of electrical energy. Examples are fuel cells, solar cells, thermoelectric generators, etc. There are three essential elements of any power cycle. First is working fluid. For any working cyclic process to receive and reject heat, some working fluid is required, which will absorb and reject heat to produce work of expansion. Example is steam, gas, etc. Second is heat source. According to the second law of thermodynamics, for working of heat engine, at least two thermal reservoirs are required. Working fluid will be receive the heat from heat source and reject heat to the heat sink. And third, arrangement of work output. To get work of expansion, some arrangement is required for circulation of fluid. It may be piston and cylinder as in case of IC engine. Heat engines. Heat engine is a device which converts heat energy into mechanical work. The mechanical energy of fuel is converted into heat energy by combustion of fuel to produce work of expansion. In figure, there is a conventional representation of a heat engine. QA is a heat absorbed from a heat source, QR is a heat rejected to the heat sinks, and W is a work output of a engine. Carnot cycle is an ideal cycle. It is not possible in actual practice because heat addition and rejection at constant temperature is very slow process and it cannot be obtained in actual practice. All processes in this cycle are reversible. Process 1 to 2 is a reversible isothermal heat addition at constant temperature T1. Process 2 to 3 is a reversible adiabatic expansion from temperature T1 to temperature T2. Process 3 to 4 is a reversible isothermal heat rejection at constant temperature T2. Process 4 to 1 is again a reversible adiabatic compression from temperature T2 to the temperature T1. Efficiency of a Carnot cycle is maximum. Otto cycle. In Otto cycle, heat addition and rejection is taking place at a constant volume. Process 1 to 2 is the isentropic compression of air raising pressure and temperature. Process 2 to 3 is the addition of heat at constant volume increasing pressure and temperature. Process 3 to 4 is the isentropic expansion of air from high pressure and temperature to low pressure and temperature. Process 421 is the rejection of heat at constant volume, reducing pressure and temperature. Standard efficiency of an Otto cycle, it depends on a compression ratio. As the value of the compression ratio increases, air standard efficiency also increases. Diesel cycle. In diesel cycle, addition of heat takes place at a constant pressure and rejection of heat takes place at a constant volume. Process 1 to 2 is the isentropic compression, raising pressure and temperature. Process 2 to 3 is the addition of heat at constant pressure. Process 3 to 4 is the isentropic expansion from high pressure and temperature to low pressure and temperature. Process 4 to 1 is the rejection of heat at constant volume. Efficiency of a diesel cycle increases with the compression ratio R. As the efficiency of diesel cycle decreases with increases in cutoff ratio. Dual cycle. Dual cycle is also known as limited pressure cycle or mixed cycle. It is difficult to achieve either constant volume or constant pressure in actual spark ignition engine. In this cycle, part of heat addition takes place at a constant volume and the rest of heat addition takes place at a constant pressure. Process 1 to 2 is isentropic compression of air resulting in increase in pressure and temperature. Process 2 to 3 is the addition of heat at constant volume, increasing pressure and temperature. Process 3 to 4 is the addition of heat at constant pressure, resulting in an increase in volume and temperature. Process 4 to 5 is the isentropic expansion of air from high temperature and pressure to low temperature and pressure. Process 5 to 1 is the rejection of heat at constant volume till the air is restored to its initial condition. If pressure ratio alpha P is equal to 1, efficiency of dual cycle is equal to that of the diesel cycle. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.